guys, it's Will here from W.T.F Car Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite. Okay guys, before we start, I'd like to give a huge thanks to Regal Honda here in Lakeland, Florida. Not only is the staff here extremely kind, but they're very knowledgeable, and if you check out their inventory, you'll see that it is very impressive. So if you're in the market for a new car in the Florida area, I would definitely recommend you guys come check these guys out and ask for Michael. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is Honda's minivan, the Odyssey, and this is the Elite trim, which is the top of the line model. So we're going to go over all the features, all the standard features, and some options that this vehicle does come with. But all in all, this vehicle is incredibly luxurious, as you guys are going to find out. And it does come with the Honda's 3.5-liter famous bulletproof V6 engine. So it's going to be relatively quick. It's going to be pretty responsive, especially with this new 10-speed automatic transmission. So it's going to be exciting to see how this vehicle performs. But let's finish this brief little walk around and carry over to the front, where you will see that you now have some beautiful LED headlights with some really nice daytime running strips over here on the side as well. I don't know if you can pick them up through the camera, and you also have a nice chrome strip. And I'm usually not a fan of chrome, but with these lights, the chrome strip really is accented pretty well. You can continue down. You do have some nice LED fog lights along with 2 turn signals over here. It's nice that they carry over these fog lights. These are standard on everything other than the base Odyssey. And you can also see your front parking sensors, which will definitely help you out in this pretty large minivan. And coming along over here, so you have a really nice gloss black paneled grille, and it's a very nice grille with a really large Honda emblem over here in the middle, which will house your advanced safety features over here as well. And this vehicle has quite a few advanced safety features. We're going to go over those as well. Of course, you have the same thing on the side over here. Let's come up top to the hood. So if you notice, this hood slopes down really steep, so it's going to give you an incredible view of the road, which is going to be really nice for this large minivan. But all in all, very impressive front end. So you come alongside, you do have a nice stripe over here that comes with your Elite package. But let's check out these wheels, tires, and dimensions. So this vehicle does come with Bridgestone Turenza tires. The dimensions here are 235/55 R19s. Very nice wheels. I like the black design, well, gunmetal gray with a little bit of silver contrast on the outside. This vehicle has pretty large brakes. It'll definitely help you stop it pretty quickly, which is going to be nice for this vehicle's overall weight. But you come alongside over here, so you have very large mirror, and the glass in the mirror definitely takes up the entire frame. So it'll definitely help you see your blind spots, which of course this vehicle does come with blind spot detection. We're going to go over that too. And you got really nice door handles. So this vehicle does have touch sensors. It's nice that Honda allows you to have touch sensors. I know a lot of manufacturers still haven't gotten to the touch sensors. They require button press for both locking and unlocking your vehicle. But this vehicle fortunately doesn't have that, so it's nice that they did give you that. But as we come alongside, no, we don't have a push to open gas tank. It would be nice if they did give you a push to open gas tank. I know the new Acura TLX does have a push to open gas tank, but that's still not offered here for the new Odyssey. So you're gonna have to go inside, press the button. So for those of you guys who are paranoid about people putting stuff in your tank, definitely nothing to worry about. But of course, you got the same wheels over here, gunmetal gray with a silver contrast with 235/55 R19 Bridgestone Turenza tires. So nice little setup. They're extremely quiet. It's going to be very comfortable for your passengers with these tires on the road. But let's just continue to the back and check out the design over here. So very nice taillights. You got nice little halogen turn signals with nice little daytime runners over here. LED over here for your brake light itself. So nice design. So let's just check out the trunk right now, because I'm going to put the third rows up when we go inside so we can check out all the seats at once. But so you got this little integrations where you can just swipe your foot and the trunk opens for you. And you have a huge trunk with the third rows down. And of course, you can put the second rows down as well. They don't fold flat, unfortunately, but for basically anything you need, they're going to be more than enough. So to pick these seats up, you simply just lift them up over here and pull the latch. And there you have your third row. You can do the same thing over here on this side, of course. Oh, that was loud. But you pull it up, and then you have your third row. And even with the third row up, you have a huge storage compartment over here. So like the Ford Explorer, where it has like a good, like almost a foot indent, this thing has more than a foot indent. Like this thing is really deeply indented. So it's really nice that they gave you this. Your stuff's not going to be flying around at all. You can check it out over here. You have a huge storage compartment over here with a power port over here too. You can keep that closed, but over here you have your subwoofer. Very nice for this really good sound system. You have a huge storage compartment over here as well, with additional storage above it. So overall, huge storage capabilities in this 2022 Odyssey Elite. We can close this trunk. You just press the button up top and watch it shut. Okay, so you can clearly see that this vehicle has a pretty darkly tinted rear window with a tinted rear hatch as well. Very nice design, and since this is a very nicely dark black panel, it does integrate with your tints very well. Give you a really nice overall design with a good contrast with the chrome trim. But anyway, so where this vehicle is going to shine the most, of course, is going to be its interior. But before we check out this interior, let's start this 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite with a 3.5 liter V6 up and hear how she sounds. Okay guys, so that was of course the sound of Honda's 3.5 liter V6. So let's pop this hood and check out this motor. So unfortunately we do not get struts with this motor, so I'm gonna have to position my elbow in a way that I can capture this process. But all right, so you simply put in the prop rod. But okay, so check it out. This is Honda's famous 3.5 liter V6. It's been in production for a very long time. It's very reliable. It's very well sought after, very highly praised. So nothing to worry about in this configuration. It makes 280 horsepower. So it'll get this minivan to 60 in under 7 seconds, especially with this 10-speed automatic transmission. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this vehicle performs. You don't have any strut tower braces, unfortunately. So you're not gonna have the best handling in this minivan, but that's obviously not what you buy this vehicle for. What you buy this vehicle for is gonna be basically just interior space and interior quality. So let's just go ahead and check out exactly that. All right, so stepping in the front seat of the Honda Odyssey, you immediately see that there is some very soft materials over here for where your elbow will often rest. Underneath that, you have very soft leather, and it is stitched, and you have a nice piano black over here with a piano black painted aluminum door handle, which is very nice. Of course, you have memory seats, and of course the leather continues for your armrests with pretty good storage capabilities, and you have automatic one-touch windows on all 4 corners. So very nice to offer that. You have huge storage capabilities over here. You can easily fit a cup, and you have huge storage capabilities over here with a nice little compartment where you can fit a bottle, and of course your speakers down here. And of course you got power seats, sliding, lifting, reclining, and you have power lumbar 4-way. Very nice features to have as well. But let's step inside. So first thing you notice is the steering wheel, of course. It's not the thickest steering wheel, but again, that's not what you buy this vehicle for. It's pretty thick, it's thick enough. It's similar to the steering wheel that you can get in the Dodge Ram, or just the Ram 1500, I guess. But the 9 and 3 slots are very good, and you do have a little spoke over here in the middle where you can just rest your arm on your leg and you can drive comfortably like this. But overall, very nice steering wheel. Of course, you got all your controls over here. You have your music controls over here with your hands-free controls underneath it. Of course, you can adjust the volume over here. You can adjust your heated steering wheel right here. You have your lane departure settings, you have your odometer settings, and you have your cruise control settings over here. And this vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. So this thing is like ridiculously fully loaded. You have absolutely everything you can ever want and need. So anyway, we come up top to the dashboard. So let's just turn this AC down a little bit in case the audio is affected. We'll leave it on 3, so I'm not boiling you back here. Anyway, so you can clearly see that you have a nice little panel over here above your AC vents. Underneath that, you have really nice brushed aluminum look. I'm not sure what material that is, but it's not consistent, and I really like the way it looks. It has like really beautiful lines in it. I'm not sure how well it can be picked up through the camera, but it's a great trim design. But anyway, we come up top. You do have leather wrap all up top on your dashboard for where you will touch. Behind it over here where the speaker is, it's going to be hard plastic, which is not a big deal. You will never ever touch that area. So for the areas that you do touch, that you do use, you're going to have very nice leather trim. This unfortunately is actually plastic, but they designed it in a way for it to look like leather, which is interesting, but it looks really good. Definitely can't complain about that. So anyway, we continue over here. Of course, you got your really nice engine start stop button. This vehicle does have cooled seats, which is very nice on a really hot day right now in Lakeland, Florida. It also has heated seats, of course. You can adjust your front climate right here. You have your on and off for your climate. You can turn the climate onto auto mode. You can sync it between all your climate settings and all your zones of climate, of course. And here's your fan controls. You have your recirculation, you have your front defroster, rear defroster, and you can adjust your rear climate right here. So you press this button, and now all the settings that you have are for your rear climate. But we're gonna keep them for the front right now. We're gonna check out the back seat in a little bit. But anyway, you come down, you got your park, reverse, neutral, drive, similar to the Acura models. It's all new Honda styling. You can love it or hate it, but it's very easy to use and it does save a lot of space. But anyway, here's your auto start stop. You can turn it off. Here's your snow mode. Here's your econ mode. So nice that you have your drive select settings right here. But of course your passengers have the same seat settings, but we come up top. Actually, before we come up top, check out the infotainment. Let's just check out these seats. We're gonna move this window sticker for a second. We're gonna move my camera mount, but these seats are really, really beautiful perforated leather. Of course, they're not gonna be supportive like a sports car, but that's not what you buy it for. They're very, very comfortable. They're very soft, very high quality leather seats. And the cool function are pretty good. They're definitely keeping my seat cool pretty well, so nothing to complain about overall. You don't have a real center console here, or armrest. You're gonna have individual armrests for your driver and your passenger, so you're not gonna be bumping arms. That's a good thing, but you're not gonna have the most overall space for your arm either. But anyway, let's put them back up. And before we check out the sticker, let's just check out this display. So with this display, of course, you have your navigation, you have your phone settings. You can also adjust your rear entertainment through your front display. So if they're watching movies, you can do all the settings. You can adjust everything for them if you want. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to let the owner of this vehicle adjust it however he would like to do it when this vehicle is purchased. You have your vehicle settings, of course. You have your system settings, connections. You have your camera settings, so you can adjust your camera to a resolution and angle that you would like. You got vehicle settings. Let's check those out. You can adjust your driving position. You can adjust your keyless access. You can adjust your driver assist system, so you can turn off whatever settings you don't want on. You can turn off your wireless charger if you don't want it on for some reason, but let's get out of here. So of course you got your sound settings. You can adjust your stereo, and you got your notifications. So all in all, a lot of settings you can adjust. You got your Bluetooth audio, you got your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Very nice features to have. Of course, you have trip computer, you got your messages that pop up on your screen. You do have USB ports all over this minivan, and your auxiliary input does show up on your infotainment display. So if you're playing something through an aux port, it's really nice that you're gonna have a system that displays what's playing. I've never really seen a vehicle offer that, but it's nice that this vehicle does. So of course you can see your system updates. You also have cabin watch, so if your kids are acting up in the back seat, you can definitely see what's going on through your cabin watch. And you also have cabin talk, so when they're acting up, you can press the button, you can yell at them, you can tell them to quiet down. Whatever you have to do, you're going to be able to do that with cabin talk and cabin watch. So it's very nice that Honda offers that in this minivan. Of course, you got your AT&T hotspot, you got your music, you got your clock settings, and you have Honda Link. So that's about everything with this infotainment setup. Of course, you have a really nice display over here for your gauges as well. You can see your RPM tachometer up top. You got your heating and cooled for your engine. You got your fuel gauge, you got your mileage, and you got your average fuel economy. All right, so let's just check out the window sticker and see what else I've missed. Before we do that, of course, over here you have your buttons that you can turn. You can open and close your side doors, which is very nice. You can do that remotely from a driver position. You can open your trunk through the button. You can turn your traction control off. You have your driver alerts, and you have your parking sensors and I guess automatic parking right here. So very nice features to have. We're gonna check out the window sticker and just see what I may have missed. So of course this vehicle has the 3.5 liter VTEC V6 engine, and you have a 10-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. Electric power steering. This power steering system is incredibly light. You're not going to have much feel, but that's of course not what you buy this car for. You got all the safety features you could ever need. Of course, you also have your Honda sensing with your advanced safety features. So this vehicle is going to be extremely safe. So this vehicle's interior features include leather trimmed interior, leather wrapped steering wheel. You got audio system with 11 speakers. It's a very good audio system. Of course, you got voice recognition. You have traffic alert. You have meter display up front. You have your cabin talk, which we went over with cabin watch. Very cool features, and push button start. Of course, you have a bunch of exterior features like dual power sliding doors. Great features to have. You have really nice all-season tires, LED headlights, auto on and off headlights with rain sensing mirrors. Of course, you got rear privacy glass. That's your tinted windows in the back with LED taillights, and you have walk-away auto lock if your key's in your pocket. So this vehicle, it's the elite trim. It's the highest trim Odyssey you can get. It is MSRP'd at around $48,000. Very good, honestly, and you don't really have many extra features. You really don't have any extra features, so the total vehicle price after destination and handling comes to about $49,000. So for a vehicle that's right under $50,000, you basically have every single feature you can possibly imagine. And if we didn't check out the center column over here, let's check this out. So you have a huge amount of storage. You have your aux port, and you have a nice extra USB over there as well. And here's your wireless charger. I'm not gonna be able to display since I recorded my phone, but I promise you it works. I just used it not too long ago. You got very nice cup holders and huge storage capabilities over here. You can probably fit 2 grocery bags if you need to. And you got your Blu-ray disc player right here for your rear seat entertainment system, which we will check out in 1 second. But there you go, you got one more USB. You have a power outlet for your radar detector right over here. Sorry about that. And you have your AC adapter with a real power outlet right there. But that's about it, guys. Check out this glove box. It is damp, it's not lined with felt, but it's huge. You can fit really just about anything you could ever possibly imagine back there. You have great trim out here. I really like this interior design. But where this vehicle is going to really shine and why most people will go for this vehicle is its back seat. So let's go and check out what's offered back there. So stepping back here, this is of course a power opening door. You just pull the latch and it opens for you. But of course you can step inside right here. So in order to close the door, you can just press the button close and it closes right up. So immediately what you notice is you have extremely good legroom. I have at least 4 or 5 inches of leg space here remaining, and I am 6 feet tall sitting behind my seat settings. Over here up top, you're gonna have hard plastic, which is unfortunate given this vehicle's price tag, but not a big deal. You do have a nice sunshade over here for your passengers. So on top of these tinted windows, you're gonna have really good sun hiding capabilities in this minivan. So even though it's an extremely sunny day right now in Lakeland, Florida, I don't really feel the sun at all with these sunshades. So very high quality sunshade. But coming down, you don't have any leather trim on this door panel. It's really just going to be hard plastic, old school minivan design. Not a big deal, of course. And to open the door, you just pull this latch, or you can press the open button. So over here you have your vents. Over here you have your climate control settings where you can adjust your vent speed and temperature. And over here you have, of course, your rear entertainment display. And over there's a nice little speaker, so it'll definitely help. And if you see in the middle of that speaker, you got your camera, so that's going to be your cabin watch. So very cool features all around. Of course, you got the map pockets over here behind both seats, and this little centerpiece should come down if you press this release that right here, and you got 3 cup holders, not 2, with storage capabilities, and overall very softly padded. So it's got like 2 sides of padding, so you can easily fit 2 arms here with limited complaints. But let's pick this back up. This is almost impossible to do with one hand. All right, so now that it's up, let's just check out these seats one more time. They're extremely supportive for rear seats. Definitely nothing to complain about when it comes to these rear seats. You can comfortably fit 3 people along here because this is a flat floor. You got your cup holders additional over here. And all in all, very impressive rear seat. Of course, you have an automatic rear window. That's a nice feature. And you got your lock and unlock right here. But that's about it for the second row. Very impressive second row in this 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite. So another area where this vehicle shines is the third row seat. So let's step back there and check it out. Okay guys, if I didn't mention, there's also a nice little additional armrest over here for your rear passengers. Nice they offer you that. But to get into this third row, you simply pull this latch right here. The seat slides forward. Very nice they offered you that. And it does give you pretty easy access into this third row. So let's pull the seat back and check it out. So even in the third row, I have several inches of legroom before my knees start to hit the seat. Very impressive overall. You have an additional sunshade, which is up on both sides of this vehicle. Very impressive. And you do have an additional charging port, and you have a headphone slot so you can listen to your entertainment display if you want to. And you can adjust the volume over here. So very nice they gave you that. You have 2 more cup holders on both sides. You have vents for your third row that blows basically right in your face. You also have map pockets behind both of your seats, which is very nice. And you can fit 3 people back here pretty easily. Maybe not 3 full-size adults, but you can easily fit 2 adults and a child back here. Definitely not a problem at all. You can fit 8 people in this minivan, which is really not bad considering the size of this minivan. It's not that large of a vehicle, guys. You're not going to be you're not going to be as large as a vehicle like a Chevy Suburban or Chevy Tahoe. And those vehicles, their third rows, they're very good third rows, but they're just as good as this third row. So you can get a Tahoe level, Suburban level third row seat in a much smaller vehicle. So the step in height in this vehicle is very low too. It's lower than most SUVs. So you have a similar step in height as a CRV, and you can fit comfortably 8 people in this vehicle. So I really don't see how you can go wrong if you're looking for a family vehicle. You have all the features you can ever need. You have basically the most comfortable seats in the segment. But one last thing we need to do before we can determine if this vehicle is as great as I currently think it is we need to take it out for a drive and see if this vehicle performs as well as it accommodates its passengers. All right, guys, so now that we've just about seen everything there is to see with the inside and outside of this all-new 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite, let's take this minivan out for a drive and really see how she performs. So like I said, this vehicle has extremely light steering. There's not going to be a lot of feel, but again, that's not what you buy this vehicle for. Most people that buy this vehicle want the most effortless driving experience they can possibly have, and this vehicle definitely delivers on that. So let's step onto this road and see how this 3.5 liter V6 can respond. So a little bit sluggish off the line, but it does pick up towards 3,000 RPM. It's a pretty common characteristic with V6 engines. They build power as they rev out, so not a big deal. You do have front wheel drive, of course. With this new 10-speed automatic transmission, you have very nice quick shifts and pretty quick gear ratios, which will help you accelerate much more. But we got a little bit of a sharp turn coming up. Let's see how this vehicle can handle around turns. So yeah, no feel at all actually to the steering wheel. It's almost like video game like, but handling capabilities are pretty good. You have a lot less body roll than a lot of smaller vehicles. So it has very impressive driving dynamics actually. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to handle this well. This is actually a little bit surprising. And it's very direct steering, so even though there's no feel, the wheels definitely respond as soon as you start turning the wheel. Like there is literally zero play in the steering wheel. Very impressive overall. One more little turn. Yeah, guys, this is a very nice ride. And you do sit high up because the seat is just very highly seated or very highly positioned. But the step-in height is very low. That was one of the first things I noticed about this car, is how low the step-in height really is. So getting into this car, it's very similar to like a Honda Accord. Obviously it's going to be a little bit higher than that vehicle because there's more ground clearance, a little bit more ground clearance in this car, but really not by much. So if you're just afraid of a high step-in height for some reason, you shouldn't be with this car. But okay, right here, one more pretty tight turn. Hey, guys, this I don't really feel much body roll. I was expecting this vehicle to definitely be rolling around, especially since the center of gravity is so high and the step-in height is so low. I was just not expecting this vehicle to be as good of a driving vehicle as it is. But overall, I'm very impressed with how this vehicle drives. But okay, one more tight little turn in this minivan. We're gonna hit it at a little bit too fast speed, but it really doesn't matter because this vehicle's driving dynamics are very planted. Very planted, like surprisingly so. But overall, I'm very impressed with this vehicle. I love its driving dynamics. That was like the one thing that I was really questioning when reviewing this car, because obviously the options are going to be through the roof. You're going to have basically every option you can ever want or imagine. You're going to have some of the highest quality materials you can ask for in a vehicle. That's all understood. I understood that when buying this car. I understood that it was going to have a ludicrous amount of space. The only real question I had was whether or not it would handle up to par, because obviously it's a big vehicle. It's not on a very rugged platform. So when you put a vehicle this size with this much space on a platform that's relatively soft and relatively just pavement princessy, if that makes any sense, you don't really expect to have the best driving dynamics. But surprisingly so, this vehicle does handle very well. And by very well, I mean surprisingly well. Like, it drives pretty sporty. So let's step onto this road, check out the acceleration. Wow, this thing could pick up too. Like I said, the 0 to 60 is faster than 7 seconds, and you can definitely see, like, it shot the window sticker right onto the front seat. So the only real thing we have left to try out, let's put this thing into sport mode. Let's turn the paddle shifters on, and let's just check out a little pull. Woo! That is surprising, guys. That is really surprising. This thing might be faster than the Acura MDX. I'm not joking. This thing can move. Once the V6 revs above 3,000 RPM, it's game over, guys. This thing, I know you're probably laughing because I'm in a minivan saying this, but compared to a lot of vehicles that I've driven, I promise you, this is a very good driving vehicle. Into the turn in. I'm not turning it in hard, obviously. I'm not going to be expecting any understeer, but I'm just really testing out the body roll and exit speed. Guys, this thing is not a slouch. Let's put it back into just regular mode. We don't need to be driving like this in a minivan, but overall, like, that was pretty much a full review. This vehicle is extremely luxurious. You have all the options in the world. It's pretty quick with this 3.5 liter V6, especially with the 10-speed automatic transmission. So I'm beyond impressed. And remember, this vehicle costs less than $50,000. I understand so does the Tahoe, so does the Suburban, but this vehicle is much more usable. It's much easier step in height. You're gonna get much better fuel economy, and it's faster. And not only is it faster, I think the 10-speed in this Honda Odyssey Elite is honestly quicker shifting than the 10-speed in the Tahoes and the Suburbans. But obviously, all three of these vehicles are incredible. It depends on what you're looking for. This vehicle's much more, I guess, soft. You're not gonna be able to take it off-road like you would with the Tahoe and Suburban. You're not gonna be able to take it into woods. You're not gonna be able to go on as many trips, I guess. You're not gonna tow with this vehicle. So it depends what you're looking for. If all you need to do is carry around family members, this vehicle is absolutely perfect. And with this vehicle, you're gonna do it luxuriously. You have this best quality leather imaginable and all that. So all in all, super impressed with this vehicle. So please subscribe, comment, like, let me know what I can improve on. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I have endless gratitude for you guys. I hope I can make videos that you guys enjoy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. But also huge thanks to Regal Honda here in beautiful Lakeland, Florida for making this review possible. These guys are awesome. They're extremely kind. They're super knowledgeable. They have a very impressive inventory with a bunch of new upcoming 22 cars coming in very shortly. So if you're in the market for a new car, if you want a high quality vehicle for a great price, this Honda dealership is a great dealership to come check out. But all in all, thank you so much and have an awesome day.